easy it is to use the TI-84 graphing calculators to construct confidence intervals for population proportions. So this hails from section 7.1 in our book. In order to be able to construct a confidence interval for proportion, you need to push the stat button where I'm circling, and then click over to the right to tests. Then you need to scroll down to option A for one prop Z interval, not one prop Z test. We'll talk about that later. One prop Z interval. And you simply need to list the number of people that responded affirmatively to whatever it is you're constructing the confidence interval for out of the sample size, and then indicate the correct confidence level. So this would have been if 28 out of 50 people, which is 56% of them, we want to construct it. This would be have constructed a 98% confidence interval for that. On the handout that I did for this section, the example was dealing with school administrators from wanting to understand the proportion of approximately 80,000 teachers that have their master's degree. And they did a sample of 100 people and found that 55 of those teachers had a master's degree. So they wanted to construct a 95% confidence interval. So there were 55, X is 55, that's the number of people out of the sample of 100 people. And the confidence level associated with this interval was 95%. You want to put 0.95. And it's as simple as clicking on that calculate button and pushing enter. And you'll notice that this confidence interval from approximately 0.452 to 0.648 is exactly the same confidence interval that I did by hand on the worksheet. If you're looking at problem number 2 about the lobbyist, wanting to see the proportion of people that want to hike up the minimum wage rate to $15 an hour, they did a random sample of 800 people and found that 568 voters voted affirmatively that they wanted to support that hike in the minimum wage rate of $15. So here we would want to, again, push stat, go over to tests. You can push alpha A or just scroll down to A in this list and then push enter. And we're back in the menu for one prop Z intervals. And there were 568 people out of 800 people surveyed that said that they wanted to see the minimum wage hike to $15 an hour. The indicated confidence level here is 90%. So it's a 90% confidence interval. So you simply push 0.90, click down on the calculate button, push enter, and you'll notice again that this is exactly to the closest thousandth, 3 decimal accuracy, 0.684 and 0.736 that I have on the worksheet key when we did this by hand. Pretty easy to construct confidence intervals using the graphing calculator.